What's up, guys? It's Dimitri with Insightt, and I'm here today to show you our client list. All right, let's get right into it. So first, we're going to click on reports, and we're going to scroll all the way down here to the client list. Okay, so here on the client list is a list of obviously all your clients. And what we want to do here, right, we want to make things very easy for you to see. We want to give you guys a lot of visibility. So here with your clients, we want to show you your assignments, repossessions, missed repossessions, and recovery rate, right? And we also have something we're introducing called the recovery rate goal, which I'll get into in a bit, right? So here you can see off the bat, this is from month to date, right? So this is December 1st to 22nd of 2025 compared to last year's December 1st to 22nd of 2024, right? So an easy, month to date comparison here breaks it down for me so I can see where I'm at compared to last year. And right off the bat, my eyes are being drawn to these red numbers, right? As you can see with Capital One, we're down 50% on our volume, right? And trust me, your clients aren't going to call you and say, hey, Dimitri, we took client away and we gave it to your competitor. They're not going to do that. You have to find out for yourself, right? And to find that out, if you're not with Insightt or you're pulling spreadsheets, it'd be tedious to pull all these numbers in RDN, right? Each one of these numbers here is a different report to pull in RDN, right? Well, here on Insightt, right there, and I can easily identify where I'm falling behind on, right, or where I am succeeding, right? And I can also have this broken down by branch, right? If you have multiple branches, I can click around to each branch if I really wanted to see where exactly I'm losing my volume, right? Not only do you have this bird's eye view of your overall client, if you have any forwarders with a Lienholder portfolio, with a click of this arrow right here, we will list every single Lienholder for that client with the same stats, right? And now you have the power to see, who you're performing with, right? Who has a really good recovery rate that you want to shift your resources to, and who is not performing so great that you want to shift your resources from, right? You can have a really strong client who you have a 30% recovery rate, 35% recovery rate, but you may have a couple Lienholders in there with a 5% recovery rate, right? So, imagine if you were to just shift those resources to your more profitable Lienholders, not only could you get more cars, but, in turn, your recovery rate is going to go up with that client, and, your chances of getting more volume, have just increased, right? And that's just from looking at the numbers, right? Just from analyzing what we have here. Okay. Another thing that we can do here, right? I can click on one of these clients, right? And when I click on one of these clients, now I have a breakdown for that specific client, right? And we're also going to come up with a couple new features in the future to help us as agents grade clients. But for now, let's focus on what we have. Right, so once again, I'm back here with our date filters filtered for month to date. And keep in mind, we can always click on this YTD to get a year-to-date filter, which compares this year to the previous. I can compare 2024 to 2023. I can compare 2023 to 2022, and so on and so forth, right? But what I want to focus on today is where we have our recovery rate goal. So you're able to set a recovery goal for your client, right? Right now with Ally, I have my recovery rate goal set to 60%, right? And the system does the math for you, right? Based on my total assignments of 858, I need 67 more cars to hit that goal, right? And if I hit edit here once again, let's turn that down maybe to 55, right? Now, based on my volume and where I'm at, I need 25 more cars, right, before I hit that goal, right? So a lot of powerful stuff here on the client list. Shift your resources, see who your profitable Lienholders are, see how you're growing, see who needs help, see who needs more attention. All that can be done with a click of a button on Insightt. All right, take care, guys. If you need me, it's your boy Dimitri. Hit me up.